Mr. Instrument of Ruin. What the hell is happening over here? The S-Man says we don't have a whole lot of forces, but I've never seen this many good guys. Anything for me? Nope. Anything? Oh,
Hey.
Hello. Stop dodging shots. Get out of here, Neo. Holy shit, the team's with me. I don't even remember them falling this far normally. Bitch, I ain't here to top. I'm about to blast you. I'm about to hit you with that Ulysses special. He thought he was gonna have a nice little monologue with me too. And now he's all like spread out across the ground. Here's one for the boys back home. Some monster, huh? It's just a guy in a helmet. Oh my god, he never had a head underneath it. You done? Okay, I was about to say, dude, body language is one thing. You know, I'm up here, assholes. I'm throwing a doctor's bag. I don't want to look all broken and bloodied. For this, meeting of minds coming up here. Kaboom! Hello, idiots. I broke your thing. Wow, this is pretty. That little sun, I love it.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time. And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears. Speaking of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of thumb of God you called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for. And, well, these boys with you? Hello there, Smiley.
We've got you surrounded from this side.
Guess it ain't no secret how you, I say, can you ask them to put their weapons down? I was just reaching in my coat to give you a cigar.
Kill them.
Figured as much. Come.
It's been a pleasure. Psych! Oh, you guys are alright? Nope, they sure as shit aren't. Why would you lie to me like this? Poor bastards.
You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to.
You already used that one.
I didn't want to make a big deal about this until after we won, but, well, I found some code snippets in one of Mr. House's databanks that will let me, reprogram my personality to be a little more assertive, basically. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and it's going to take me a while, so it'll seem like I'm offline. But don't worry, everything will be okay. I've updated the Securitron's targeting parameters, so they know what to do. Vegas will be protected. So that's where I'll be. Off making a few changes. And I guess I'll see you around. We accomplished a lot together. It was fun. Take care.
And so the
Goated.
courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good
Goated.
Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man, drove both the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas's independence from both factions. With Mr. House out of the picture, the remaining Securitrons on the Strip were hard-pressed to keep order.
Oops.
Anarchy ruled the streets. When the fires died, New Vegas remained, assuming its position as an independent power in the Mojave. Supporting all the chaos that comes with independence, the courier was the man responsible for a truly free New Vegas. He ensured the fall of Mr. House and the end of the Legion's and NCR's influence over New Vegas.
Though some super mutants in Nightkin continued to journey to the legendary Utopia, they found little trace of its existence. Some eventually found their way to Jacobstown, but many wandered off into the wastes, confused and disheartened.
Still grappling with self-doubt over his usefulness in the face of old age, Raul was never able to find peace.
Holy shit, my ending sucks!
He left the Mojave and assumed a new name, as he had done so many times
Oh
before.
man, I fucked up.
Without organized leadership,
They're all fucking
the
dead.
remaining boomers slowly drifted away, leaving Nellis Air Force Base to be flooded by prospectors and scavengers. All of the boomers' accumulated knowledge quickly scattered, and their existence slowly faded from memory.
Who?
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
Their leaders destroyed by the Courier, the fiends
Courier.
scattered throughout the wasteland. Without the organization of Motor Runner, Cook, Violet, and driver Nephi, they were easy prey.
After the Courier ensured New Vegas remained free, the followers found that independent Vegas was even more unstable and violent than before. Old Mormon Fort became excessively burdened by the influx of patients, struggling to provide even the most basic of services.
Arcade was tending to the locals of Freeside when he learned that Caesar's Legion had been defeated, and NCR was being pushed out of New Vegas. Though he found that independence for New Vegas was not all he hoped it would be, Arcade did his best to help the locals govern themselves.
With New Vegas's independence formally declared, Good Springs thrived. More travelers stopped by Good Springs on their way to and from the Strip.
Nice,
and
there
the
we go.
locals
There's a
were
happy
prosperous
ending.
from the traffic.
The slaughter of the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan caused no end of trouble for
Oh,
NCR
yeah.
back west.
I forgot about that.
Already struggling, NCR's supply lines suffered further as the two caravans withdrew support until the massacre in the east was resolved. Despite the destruction of Cassidy caravans, Cass lived for 30 more years.
Damn.
She made her way back west and passed away in a small shack outside of Vault City, the rose pendant still around her neck.
After generations of being beaten down, the Great Khans were finally broken by the Courier. Those few who avoided the Courier's wrath moved north into the wilderness of Idaho, where they tried once more to rebuild.
With no cure for the Nightkin schizophrenia in sight,
Wait, didn't I do a
the
thing?
disgruntled Nightkin left.
I thought I did
Jacobstown.
something for them.
Without a treatment, their insanity grew. The crazed Nightkin terrorized the wasteland, and Jacobstown suffered repeated reprisals from mutant-hating humans. In the end, the surviving mutants abandoned Jacobstown entirely.
Oops.
Its existence quickly forgotten.
I thought I did the quest there. Didn't I have to do the quest in order to get the
medicine at half
the Enclave guy?
And although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the Courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
The Kings retained their control of Freeside, and while they continued to favor the needs of locals, they tolerated the citizens of the defeated NCR.
He had survived police service in Colorado, the Great War, combat duty with the Legion, and being the companion of the king.
Jesus
but
Christ.
In the end, Rex finally succumbed to the horrors of the
I didn't even know.
Slain to the last man by the courier, the Misfits were at least spared the humiliation of dying during Caesar's attack on Camp Golf.
I killed them?
Few mourned their absence.
Though Novak was
nobody cared.
For the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. With no other communities coming to its defense, Novak would eventually fall to the Legion's persistent attacks.
Oops.
Cook dead. The Powder Gangers of Vault 19 fell apart.
I didn't even find these
Those
guys.
Those who weren't destroyed by the courier fled into the hills or attempted to work their way back through the Mojave Wasteland. Few survived.
Despite NCR's pledge to support Prim, they abandoned the town after their loss to the courier. Independent again, Prim operates much as it had before the Powder Gangs arrived, full of ups and downs.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came. Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end.
Nice.
For now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
Well, all right. Thanks for joining me. This was a ton of fun. Always love New Vegas. I'll have to go back and see what that said, but thanks for joining me.